You awaken one day and realize your pockets are empty, your phone rarely rings, and the world feels like a room you never truly belonged in. You try to love, you try to build, but nothing seems to hold. You look around and wonder, why am I so alone? Why is life so heavy, even though I feel so deeply? My dear soul, the answer is not of this world. It is hidden in realms unseen. You were not born to fit in, you were chosen. Yes, you, carrying a light so ancient and bright that it blinds those still living in the shadows. This world, bound to material illusions and shallow pursuits, recoils when touched by truth. And you, without even trying, reveal. You mirror, you disrupt. Not because you seek to, but because your very presence whispers of a higher realm. Those with darkness in their hearts cannot sit comfortably in your light. They retreat. They misunderstand you. And so your journey becomes solitary, not by misfortune, but by divine design. In this video, we step beyond the veil and delve into the sacred path of the chosen ones. Souls who are here not just to live, but to transform. You will come to see why many of you are called to walk alone, why wealth evades you even when your gifts overflow, and why your very essence unsettles the world around you. But know this, your struggle is not a curse. It is a refining fire, burning away illusions to awaken the power within you. You are not broke, you are being rebuilt. You are not alone, you are becoming whole. There is something mystical about solitude. It is not an accident, it is sacred space, a divine pause, a cocoon before flight. And you, beautiful soul, are in the midst of a metamorphosis. You've noticed it, haven't you? The way people drift, the way conversations grow thin, the way your heart longs for connection, yet finds none that truly see you. That is because you are not meant for shallow water surfaces. You are being called to the depths where few dare to go. And those who stay close, they feel your light even if they don't understand it. But others, oh, they feel threatened. You stir something in them, a silent reckoning, a discomfort not of your making, but of your vibration. And so they leave. Not because you are flawed, but because your presence echoes with truth they aren't ready to hear. This is the paradox of being chosen. Your light draws people in, but your truth drives them away. Imagine, if you will, a soul who has spent years in a dimly lit room. They've grown used to the shadows, the dust, the quiet. Then suddenly you walk in, radiant, blazing like morning sun, and illuminate everything. Not just the beauty, but the mess. That's what you do. You reveal. You are not meant to be everyone's comfort. You are meant to be a catalyst. And that, dear one, is rarely easy. It's not meant to be. Your path isn't carved from earthly gold, but from spiritual fire. While others chase money, you are called to chase meaning. While others build empires, you are called to build souls, including your own. The financial struggles you face, they are not a sign of failure. They are evidence that you are dancing to a different rhythm, one that doesn't always align with this world's obsession with status and wealth. You are here not to accumulate, but to awaken, to bring healing, to carry frequencies the world hasn't learned to name yet. And yes, it's exhausting. Yes, it's lonely, but trust this, your loneliness is sacred. It is your spiritual womb. It is where your real strength is forged. The world will not celebrate you while you are becoming. But once you emerge, it will not be able to ignore you. The chosen walk alone, not because they are unloved, but because they are preparing to lead. You are not meant to find your reflection in everyone. You are meant to become the mirror in which others finally see themselves. So if your bank account is empty, but your soul is rich, if your phone is quiet, but your mind is loud with vision, if your friends have faded, but your spirit has deepened, then you are not cursed. You are not lost. You are being aligned. You, dear one, are part of a cosmic recalibration. You are learning to rely not on applause, but on divine confirmation. Not on followers, but on inner knowing. Not on security, but on sacred purpose. Do not resist your solitude. Do not curse your struggle. They are your consecration. When the time comes, you will rise. Not just wealthy, but not just surrounded, but seen. Not just successful, but awakened. And in that moment, you will know everything you lost was making space for everything you truly are. Despite the fact that it restricts what they are able to see, they have developed a sense of ease in that dimness. Due to the fact that they are accustomed to it, they do not dislike it. At this point, you are carrying a brilliant light with you whenever you enter that interior space. An instant later, the room is suddenly illuminated and everything is brought into view. The portions that were beautiful, but also the dust, the clutter, and the dirt that had been concealed by the shadows. For someone who has been accustomed to the dim light, this might be a very unsettling experience to go through. What takes place in your relationships is just like this. You bring light into the life of another person, and when you do so, you bring to light the things that they have been concealing from themselves, things that they might not even be consciously aware of. There is a possibility that they have not dealt with their anxieties, insecurities, or emotional scars that have not been handled. It is because of your presence that these things are brought to the forefront, which causes them to feel uneasy. As a consequence, they may decide to put some distance between themselves and you. This does not mean that your relationships are doomed from the beginning. However, it does indicate that the individuals who remain in your life are those who are willing to confront their own darkness and those who are dedicated to their own development and evolution. The fact that these folks are uncommon is the reason why your circle might continue to be somewhat limited. Nevertheless, it will also be comprised of people who truly resonate with your energy. There is a significant energy imbalance in the majority of partnerships, which is another significant reason why selected ones frequently find themselves alone. As a person who has been selected, your energy is one of a kind, potent, and very magnetic. It attracts others to you, but not usually in a way that is beneficial to your health. Because it is pleasant to be in your presence, a great number of individuals are drawn to your light without even realizing it. Your presence tends to make people feel better because of the upbeat energy that you exude. It is important to note, however, that not everyone who is drawn to your light is able to give back in the same direction. An energy imbalance is created as a result of this, in which you are continuously offering your light, your energy, and your support, but you do not receive anything in return. Over time, this may cause you to experience feelings of exhaustion. As a result of spending time with some individuals, you can find that you experience feelings of exhaustion, anxiety, or even depression. Those individuals are consuming your energy without making any contributions of their own, which is the reason for this phenomenon. They are unknowingly drawing energy from you in order to refuel themselves, but they are unable to give back the same amount of energy that they are receiving from you. Many people who are chosen experience a natural separation from those who deplete their energy as a result of this change. There is a possibility that you will find yourself becoming more picky about the people with whom you spend time, favoring solitude over connections that leave you feeling weak and exhausted. This is not an act of selfishness. This is an essential method of protecting oneself from harm. You cannot continue to give to other people without also receiving. And if the people around you are unable to add to your energy, then it is preferable to walk alone rather than to continue to be in partnerships that are one-sided. Isolation is not merely a preference for many of those who have been chosen. There is no other option. On the path of spiritual progress, you will inevitably experience times when you require solitude. This is a natural part of the process. The time you spend alone yourself is essential for your personal development, healing, and discovery of who you are. It frees you from the distractions of relationships and other duties from the outside world, allowing you to concentrate on your own personal spiritual journey. For the purpose of healing old wounds, confronting the aspects of yourself that require care, and strengthening your relationship with the divine, you are afforded the opportunity to be alone during these moments of isolation. During this healing process, you will frequently experience discomfort because it will push you to confront aspects of yourself that you may have been avoiding. Nevertheless, it is also a tremendously changing experience. When you are alone for extended periods of time, you will have the opportunity to experience the most significant spiritual breakthroughs. Deep emotional wounds, which frequently originate from infancy or experiences from the past, are carried by many of the chosen ones. These wounds have the potential to generate emotional blocks, which can make it challenging to develop connections with other people that are profound and meaningful. Because of this, it is essential for you to spend some time alone yourself so that you may provide yourself with the space necessary to heal these wounds and let go of the emotional baggage that has been preventing you from moving forward. Recuperation is not something that can be hurried through. Having patience, self-compassion, and time are all necessary components of this process. Those who have been chosen are likely to experience feelings of isolation or loneliness at this period. This solitude, however, is not a form of punishment. In order to make progress toward being the person you are destined to be, this is an essential step that you must take. Solitude is not just beneficial to one's health. Additionally, it is about getting ready. There is a vast plan that the universe has for your life, and this plan frequently includes periods of solitude during which you are being prepared for something more significant. It is not a coincidence that these intervals of seclusion occur. They are deliberate in nature. This period of time is being utilized by the universe in order to fortify your connection with the divine, to sharpen your spiritual abilities, and to get you ready for the next stage of your journey. Consider the act of spending time alone as a form of spiritual training. During this year, you are being put through experiences that will test, challenge, and mold you into the kind of person you need to be in order to accomplish the goals you have set for your life. As part of this preparation, you will not only be healing your emotional wounds, but you will also be aligning yourself with your actual essence. The process involves removing the layers of ego, fear, and doubt that have been preventing you from completely stepping into your power. This will allow you to take full advantage of your abilities. In the midst of these hours of solitude, many of those who have been chosen experience feelings of restlessness. It is possible that you are experiencing a sense of waiting for something to take place, as if your life is on stop. Take note, however, that this waiting is not time that is being squandered. It has a significant role in the development of your spirituality. Everything in your life, including your energy, your purpose, and the relationships you have, is being brought into alignment by the universe, so that when the time is right, you will be prepared to take the next step toward achieving your destiny. During this time of seclusion, you will also have the opportunity to develop a deeper understanding of yourself. Taking advantage of this chance will allow you to investigate your interests, your skills, and your aspirations. During this period, you should make an effort to reinforce your confidence in the divine plan that has been crafted for your life and to reconnect with your inner self. Now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about another common difficulty that chosen ones experience, which is financial difficulties. A significant number of those who have been chosen find themselves in a difficult financial situation, despite their intelligence, abilities, and efforts. Regardless of what you accomplish, you can have the impression that you are perpetually broke, that you are living paycheck to paycheck, and that you are unable to achieve the level of financial security that other people appear to find so readily. However, why is this the case? Why do those who are chosen and who have a great deal of potential frequently find themselves in a difficult financial situation? Your individual spiritual path is where you will find the solution. Your life is not regulated by the same rules as the lives of other people because you are a chosen one. There is a larger purpose for which you are here, and this purpose frequently comes into conflict with the traditional methods of accumulating wealth. The pursuit of material wealth or the desire to amass wealth does not motivate you. Your desire to live a life that is purposeful and meaningful, along with your spiritual values and authenticity, serve as the guiding forces behind your actions. In light of this, it is possible that you will overlook lucrative chances that are not congruent with your core beliefs. You might choose occupations or careers that provide you with a sense of purpose and joy, but they may not pay very well. It's possible that you put your inner calm and spiritual development ahead of financial gain. And as a consequence, you can find yourself in a position where you're having trouble making ends meet. On the other hand, this financial setback is not an indication of failure. It is a sign that you are moving in a different direction, one that is in alignment with the higher purpose that you have set for yourself. Bringing light into the world, healing, creating, and transforming are all things that you are here to do. In addition, these things do not necessarily come with a substantial salary. Financial difficulties are a part of your spiritual journey, and they are preparing you for something much more significant than what you are currently experiencing. The energetic mismatch that occurs when traditional methods of wealth building are utilized is another reason why those who are chosen frequently experience financial difficulties. There is a clear correlation between the vibrational frequency of an individual and the flow of energy in their life. and money is another form of energy. Because you are a chosen one, your energy is directed toward activities that have a higher vibrational frequency, such as healing, educating, creating, and bringing about positive change in the world. It is not always the case that these actions will result in immediate cash gains. Rather, they are necessary for the fulfillment of your soul's purpose. It is possible that the energy of your soul does not resonate with the conventional approaches to accumulating riches, such as working your way up the corporate ladder, investing in the stock market, or beginning a business with the intention of making a profit. It is possible that you will discover that these paths do not accord with your values, or that they do not feel fulfilling to you. When you do this, you build a kind of energetic block that makes it difficult for you to achieve financial success through the use of traditional means. However, this does not imply that you are incapable of achieving a state of financial affluence. Simply put, it indicates that you are being prompted to look for other methods of generating riches that are in harmony with your spiritual journey. Your greater purpose is to believe that the universe will provide for you in ways that are in alignment with your higher purpose. And instead of focusing on material gain, you are being urged to focus on creating value in the world, to use your gifts and abilities to serve others, and to trust that the universe will provide for you. Given that their goal does not connect with the conventional desire of profit, one of the most fundamental reasons why those who are selected frequently find themselves in a state of financial destitution is because of this. You are here to offer light, healing, and wisdom to the world. And in order to fulfill this mission, you will frequently be required to tread a route that is not the typical one. Many people who have been selected discover that their role is to assist other people, whether it be through the creation of art, the teaching of others, the healing of others, or the provision of spiritual guidance. Although these routes do not necessarily result in monetary prosperity, they are invariably satisfying on a spiritual level. It is possible that your commitment to your mission will need you to make sacrifices in terms of your finances. But these sacrifices will not be in vain. They are an integral component of the development of your spirit, imparting valuable lessons in resiliency, inventiveness, and resourcefulness. The desire for money achievement is not something that motivates you because you are the chosen one. You have the realization that genuine riches originates from inside, and that it is achieved by leading a life that is in harmony with the purpose of your soul. With this frame of mind, you will be able to discover value in areas that others might overlook. And over time, it will lead you to the appropriate possibilities that will offer you both spiritual and material riches. The presence of financial barriers that originate from previous experiences or patterns that are inherited from one's ancestors is another factor that contributes to the selected individual's financial difficulties. Many of the chosen ones have restricting views about money that have been handed down from generation to generation. Alternatively, they may have gone through a traumatic experience with money in their own lives, which has resulted in their developing a mindset of scarcity. They have the potential to generate energetic walls that prohibit you from attracting prosperity into your life, and they can be caused by financial restrictions. These obstacles frequently manifest themselves during periods of spiritual growth and ascension, and they express a strong desire to be cured. It is possible that this healing process will be difficult for you because it will require you to confront deeply rooted patterns and beliefs that have been preventing you from moving forward. Because you are a chosen one, it is possible that you are carrying within your energetic field the financial problems that your ancestors endured. In order to break these cycles and heal the generational traumas that have kept your family in a state of poverty or lack, you have come to this place. This is not a simple task, but it is an essential component of your journey towards spiritual enlightenment. You are the one who has been selected by the universe to reform these patterns, to rise above them, and to teach others how to replicate your success. Although going through this healing process may leave you feeling vulnerable financially, it is an essential step on the path to connecting yourself with the abundance that is actually in harmony with the frequency of your soul. After you have removed these obstacles, you will discover that opportunities to make money will start to come into your life in ways that are congruent with the higher purpose you have set for yourself. Many times, those who are chosen are put through difficult financial times as a test of their faith and trust in the cosmos. When you are on a route that is directed by spiritual ideals, there will be moments when the path that you are on financially appears to be unclear, and you will be asked to believe in a greater plan. It is for the sake of strengthening your connection with the divine and teaching you to rely on spiritual prosperity rather than material wealth that you are going through this period of struggles financially. It is a difficult test, but it is also a powerful lesson in trust that you will learn from it. In spite of the fact that your financial difficulties are not an indication that you are heading in the wrong direction, they are a test of your capacity to have faith in the universe. There is a flow of prosperity that is not constrained by earthly standards when you are able to trust that all of your needs will be satisfied, even when your external circumstances imply otherwise. This opens the door for you to experience financial success. Despite the fact that this moment of financial difficulty is just brief, it is actually preparing you for something much more significant. The universe is putting your resiliency to the test in order to make sure that you are prepared to play the part that is supposed to occur in your life. It is during these moments that you learn to trust in the wisdom that comes from within you, as well as the invisible forces that are always working in your favor. The same way that spending time alone helps you develop deeper relationships and improve your spirituality, the challenges you face in your financial life also serve a broader purpose in your life. They do not occur at random, but rather on purpose. During this period of time, the universe is working to mold and perfect you by polishing your abilities and strengthening your connection to the spiritual realm. Because you are not distracted by the comforts of material security, you are able to devote your complete attention to your spiritual development, which will bring you into alignment with your actual identity and the purpose of your life. Consider the current period of financial difficulty to be the stage of the cocoon that precedes the emergence of the butterfly. You are being prepared for a higher purpose, and in order to accomplish this preparation, it is often necessary for you to get rid of the old habits and beliefs that are limiting you and that are no longer functioning properly. It is essential for your growth that you go through this process, even though it may be painful. To prepare you for a role that will have a huge impact on the globe, preparations are currently being made. Your troubles with money are not a form of punishment. Rather, they are a prelude to the future that lies ahead of you. When the time is right, you will be ready to step into your purpose and generate the abundance that is truly aligned with your soul. The universe is arranging everything in your life so that you will be ready to do so. Due to the fact that their depth and understanding of life do not coincide with the standard ideals of society, chosen individuals frequently find themselves in a position where they are either alone or financially unable to support themselves. Having a perspective that goes beyond superficial appearances and recognizes that money is merely energy and not the actual measure of success or worth can make it challenging for you to integrate into a system that places a higher emphasis on worldly prosperity than it does on spiritual development. There are a lot of people in this society who are motivated by the desire to acquire wealth, power, and status. The size of their bank accounts, the amount of belongings they own, or the status they hold are the metrics that they use to evaluate their level of success. Given that you are the chosen one, you are aware that these things are ephemeral and superficial. The realization that true success is achieved by living in accordance with the purpose of your soul, by constructing a life that is abundant in love, kindness, wisdom, and spiritual fulfillment, is something that you take into consideration. You are more knowledgeable than the vast majority of people in society because of the depth of your comprehension. Because many individuals are not yet prepared to go beyond the material world, it may cause you to feel as though you are alone or that you are not understood. Your presence, your energy, and your perspective all pose a challenge to the established order, which may cause people to feel uneasy to be around you. The depth, on the other hand, is not a curse, but rather a blessing. The reason you are here is to introduce a new paradigm into the world, one in which wealth is measured not by the size of the bank account, but by the richness of the spirit. You have a more profound grasp of life than what can be measured in terms of money or cents. And this is what gives you the ability to effectively exert your influence. What we deliver to you today is a profound knowledge that the loneliness and financial hardships of those who have been selected are not burdens, but rather divine preparations for something that is even more significant. If you are chosen, it indicates that the universe is molding you, bringing your spirit into alignment, and fortifying your essence in preparation for the significant mission that you are destined to do. Patience, faith, resiliency, and most importantly, trust in the process are all necessary qualities for this journey. Your difficulties, whether they pertain to your relationships or your finances, are not indications that you have failed. These are indications of your one-of-a-kindness, your spiritual force, and the path that is predetermined for you. You are being prepared for a life that goes beyond the superficial metrics of success, a life that is abundant in meaning, purpose, and spiritual fulfillment via the provision of this preparation. Take pleasure in your trip and do it with the knowledge that each obstacle you overcome is helping you become the person you were always destined to be. You are experiencing a brief state of loneliness, which is actually laying the groundwork for partnerships that are more profound and significant. Additionally, the difficulties you are experiencing in terms of money are only transitory, and they are teaching you lessons that will eventually lead to a more substantial form of abundance, one that is in harmony with the purpose of your soul. If you feel that this message speaks to you, please leave your opinions in the comments section below this video and subscribe to the channel so that you can become a part of our community of people who have been selected. Keep in mind that you are a masterpiece in the making, one that is finished, yet is continually developing. I wish you both peace and light. Take a look at the very first remark on the video. Keep in mind that you are a work of art that is still being created. There is sunshine and peace.